Hi there. Welcome for another visit at the Performance Cafe. I'm really glad to have you here. Yes, I can't believe it. It is coming on winter in South Africa. And I can't believe that almost a year ago when I started Performance Cafe, we were in winter and we thought, oh, lockdown will come to an end sometime soon. I can't believe that a year has gone into it and that soon I'll be recording the 70th Coffee Companions, or the 70th episode, and it'll be a Coffee Companion. And so it's given me so much reflection on the past year and everything that's been happening and going on. And I was looking at an article in a magazine and they actually were saying, how do we create more family-friendly work environments? And I thought it was so incredibly interesting because February last year, if you had said to someone that there's going to be even remote work at the scale that we're seeing it, they would have said, no, not likely to happen. And now we're seeing, how do we incorporate people into, how do we incorporate families into the work life of employees? And as Jenna said so profoundly the other day on our Coffee Companions, she said, well, how can I not need to have work-life balance? I now work from home and I live at home. There needs to be balance. So she certainly understood something there. And today I thought we could talk a little bit about investment. And it just so happens that the other day someone sent me a proposal, and where the commercials would normally be highlighted as costs or billing or whatever, they just said your investment. And I thought that was so meaningful. And I thought, isn't that just it? So often we see spending money, spending time as something that we are giving away. But actually it's an investment. And so in this process, it was actually, the payment for delivery of training and human capital development. And certainly the expectation is that you will invest that money, but the training will have a return on investment for you. And then I was thinking about it, well, isn't that interesting? Because sometimes I think we see time that way as well, is we give away time. I'm so busy managing my people. I'm so busy with this. I'm so busy with that. I'm just giving. And we never see those things as an investment. And so yet again with me and my episodes on productive kindness, what came up for me is, what if the time spent at productive kindness is seen as an investment and not just a pain in the butt because I've got to be nice to people when they're in trouble or when they're hurting? Because if it's an investment, you'd expect a return on that investment. And that's exactly my point, is that if we do create situations where we are kind to people but still requiring productivity, we will see that because we were kind, that productivity will increase, or whatever we paid for, we will get back in return. So for example, if someone had to take time off because there was an incident at home or something, right in that moment, they cannot return the favor. But when they're back at the office, they're going to know that you had their backs and now they will have yours. And it reminds me of a story when I was very little. And I know, heaven forbid, this was before the world of ATMs and online apps. I got 2 Rand, which is the South African currency. I got 2 Rand pocket money on a Friday. And my father had to go out. He was a professional sports person and he had to go out. So he had to take money with him after the game drinks and whatever not. And my mom came to me and said to me, that 2 Rand pocket money that I gave you, I'm going to loan it because I don't have money for Dad, so I'm like scraping it together. I'm going to loan it, and then when Daddy's finished, he's going to give it back to you when he can. And so I gamely, it was a Friday or a Saturday evening, and I was going to go to bed. What did I care? I gamely gave that 2 Rand to my father. And he went and he visited, they played the game, and they had after game drinks. And the moment he came back, and it was late at night, way past my bedtime, I jumped out of my bed and I ran over. And I said to him, Daddy, I want my 2 Rand back because I loaned it to you. I didn't give it to you. And so, of course, that created quite a bit of a kerfuffle trying to explain to a child that actually this is going to have to happen when the bank's open. It's not going to happen immediately. But that's not the attitude we should take with the return on investment from productive kindness. We pay it now. That person gets to spend it, and that person gets to make use of that advantage. And the moment they're able to, then we will see the return on investment. And so whether productive kindness is an investment in someone's education, their training and development, whether it is you giving time or maybe even resources like computers and space in an office, whatever it is, I'm sure that you will see that there will be a return on investment if you just give it a little bit more time. And from now on, think of productive kindness not as that which you pay, but as that which you invest. And I hope you've enjoyed this insert, and I'm sure when my family see this, they'll remember the event in question, and it's going to cause quite a chuckle in my family. And as always, if you are following us on YouTube, if you haven't yet, please subscribe and click on the notification button so that you can get the notifications every time we release a solo on a Wednesday or a coffee companion on a Friday. And if you are following us on Facebook and LinkedIn, please like and comment and share. Maybe there's someone whose world will be made a little bit better by getting more clarity on productive kindness. But until next week, until Friday when we have a new coffee companion, I look forward to seeing you at our next Performance Cafe.